What's up, everybody? This is the Galactic Tribe podcast, hosted by yours truly, ATO, Ace the Outsider, and my good homie, Lelouch V. Lelouch, how you feeling, fam?
I am good, man. This is this the first podcast of the new year?
First podcast of the new year, man. We here 2023. You see, I got these sparkly lights going. I got all types of fantastic shades. These are our tribe colors. The cyan and the purple, like those are the tribe colors, if y'all ain't know. So these are the official Galactic Tribe colors. If you go to the website, that's all you're gonna see. It's because that's what I was told by the man upstairs. He was like, yo, listen, this is it. This is our color combination. Yeah, so if you get annoyed by those colors being together, too bad. That's just what it is. But we do have a new shirt that has these colors on it, and it looks fantastic. Shout out to our boy Ethan from Echelon Novels, Echelon Designs out there in California. Yeah, have you seen the new shirts yet, Luce?
I have not seen them yet, but I've heard. He gets excited about those projects. So he was talking like, yeah, bro, I got something cool.
GalacticTribe.org, man, slide on over there. We got 2 new products yet, and we haven't had any orders yet because we ain't really officially talk about it yet. So it's gonna be great for the relaunch when we return back to programming this February. But right now we're taking a break. We're planning a lot of things, workshops, events, special guests. Yeah, man, we got some fun things coming up. Luce, is there anything you're excited for that we got coming up with the Galactic Tribe?
The most thing excited I'm for, I can't words. That was not a sentence. The thing I am most excited for.
You're so excited.
Is the convention with Villa Maria, man. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what we can do with them. This would be my first convention in Buffalo, so I'm excited to see what it feels like,
Yeah. And y'all listen, Lelouch ain't even in on the inner circle, man. He's like on the inner circle, but he ain't on the inner circle. Like it's still some stuff he don't know about that's cooking in the works. So exactly, that's how we keep our secrets. We go full Wakandan over here. It's like we gonna tell a few select people, but if you don't know, you don't need to know until it's time to know.
I do not have the G14 classification yet, but I'm going to get there. That is the goal.
Yeah, so level 25. That's where you gotta work your way up, fam. You gotta work your way up. But yeah, some beautiful things ahead in this year, especially after such a turbulent year that we had, especially here in Buffalo. But we've got past episodes on the storm. We probably will be addressing the tragedy that happened in May of 2022 in Buffalo, New York. Probably because coming closer to that anniversary, we'll be talking more about that and some great things going on. But man, there's some great things going on right now that distracts me from a lot of the bad stuff. I can come back to the bad stuff when I need to, but right now there's a lot of good news, man. I almost want to flip a coin because we got a bit of a mix today on the show. But let's start with something. Let's start with something light, something fun and entertaining for the audience. So
that's my cue. So recently, Winston Duke was made a trip to I think it was the Tonight Show
with Jimmy Fallon. Yeah,
Jimmy Fallon, and he decided to teach the audience some Wakandan. So we're gonna bring that up here. Actually, I gotta make a little bit bigger for everybody to see. Let's get that started.
And just so you know, Lelouch, my bad.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So that's.
Yeah. Lelouch showed me this video before we started recording, and he didn't say what show it was on. He just said Winston Duke showed some people how to do the chant. I'm like, oh, that's great. And then he was like, kind of. I'm like, okay, well now it depends on who's doing the chant, who is responding, who is the audience, and lo and behold, as soon as I saw brother Winston Duke on that stage, I'm like, oh boy. All right, well, let's see how y'all be the judge though. Y'all tell us how y'all feel about this.
A word that translates to win them. Yeah, you're gonna say yeah. I'm gonna grunt. Right, that's the Gorilla Tribe's grunt. Ooh, you just repeat ooh. So I say Maefa, you say yeah. Yeah. I say ooh. Ooh.
And sorry, keep pausing real quick.
Yeah. Ooh. Maefa. Yeah.
Because we got some listeners who don't see the actual video, so let's see if y'all can guess like the sorry, I'm gonna say it, the genetic makeup of this audience Let me see if y'all can be able to tell. You know, we got some people who are like audio professionals. You know, my future wife is a Grammy Award winning vocalist, so you know she'll probably be able to tell from the H's and the E sharps or whatnot. You know, she's good with melodies and all that. So let's see if y'all can kind of figure it out. But everybody else who's watching this live, man, okay,
you might hear a certain cadence that might be slightly different than what you expected.
It's Jimmy putting his whole top half in it when he does it.
Like,
yeah.
Like the enthusiasm that he had for that was more than I was expecting. More so, credit to Jimmy Fallon for that.
I did see, you know, I did see one splash. I saw a splash for a brother in there. He was into it. He threw his whole thing because he knew. He knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and I saw some people who just like, you know, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. It's not in my character. It's not in my character. No. Is this the man who played the ape? Yeah, no, I don't think that's. Oh man. Oh, that was fun. I think that was a good way to start this thing off, man. We do have some Black Panther news, a lot of Black Panther news, as we do here on the Galactic Tribe podcast. We do talk about that a little bit. We talk about a lot about Afrofuturism. And yeah, man, I'm excited. So speaking of Black Panther 2, the film comes out on streaming platforms, and you guessed it, February 1st, day one of the shortest month of the year. I'm sorry, Black History Month, and our Black Future Month for some of those who are Afrofuturists. And you know, for most people who say Black Future Month, we say celebrate Black Future, Present, Past, interdimensional time portals. 365, you know, a year. So but yes, Black Panther 2 will be streaming on Disney Plus coming up soon. So Luz, how do you feel about seeing this movie for like a fifth time, the fifth time?
This will be the first time seeing it without the ambiance of being in the theater. So I'm curious to see how that holds up. I mean, I already know what parts I expect to enjoy because I mean we've talked this movie up enough at this point. But I mean, I'm thoroughly excited to watch you know, them go see Riri in her dorm room again. I want to see if that still hits the same way at home.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to see if it has some replay value.
Yeah. I'm gonna get into, you know, this everything happening outside of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Even with like Winston just teaching that chant, like that was great. If he did that at a HBCU, listen.
Oh man,
I'm
first of all, they go you already know they throwing into the Greeks are coming out. What do you mean?
Step in, man. They gonna step. Yeah, that would be a beautiful scene. Like those are the types of things that are just. You can't really replicate that in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can. There can be a lot of places you can replicate that, but not enough for us to see. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason why we saw Jimmy Fallon on the late night show do that before we saw a group of kids do that. And like that's the first time I've actually seen the breakdown of the chant. Like I've been kind of just like mouthing the words along to it this entire time. But that was the first time I saw.
Well, ATO, he's having some slide. No, not sure. You still muted. You might have to unmute yourself in the StreamYard too.
See, I get to talk a mess. See what happened? New laptop and everything. Hold on, now I gotta switch the headphones back. Ain't this about a biscuit? All right, let's do this. Audio, cool. There we go. And then back now.
Don't worry. We're going to get deep into this Shuri's lab, and then we're going to make sure we don't have to worry about it anymore.
We're going to get a dang studio is what we about to do, man. Man, listen, when I said the campus is coming 2027, I ain't playing around here. We about to, but way before that, we'll probably have a place to stay in. But lost my train of thought. But again, there's some things happen outside of the film, and I'm just like, it just doesn't meet the hype that I have for this film. Coming out of like after seeing it, multiple times already. And so the thing I was gonna get to was that the rewatchability for this film, I'm not that excited about it. I'm more excited to rewatch Woman King, which also released.
Which was fire.
Yeah, Woman King was great, man. That's our Gladiator. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had a black / African diasporic war movie probably since Shaka Zulu. That was like before either you or I was a concept in somebody's brain, and probably even before my parents was really a concept in somebody's brain. We just don't see people we get to see black people go to war in other ways, like The Wire or Empire, or
like if we're in a war movie, we get to be like the real sad death, like 35% of the way through the movie, or 75.
Depends, right? The character you fell in love with because he was the voice of reason for the white protagonist, and then gets blown up into pieces or ripped apart. Yeah, for real, man. We laughing, but it's just like, that's kind of the reality we live in. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, even Avatar has a level of rewatchability for me. I think I can watch that over and over and over again.
I actually do want to rewatch that one. I really do.
Yeah. And even Black Panther 1, like I love rewatching the Black Panther 1. I don't think I can love rewatching Black Panther 2 like that. Like certain parts are great, but I don't know if I can take you know what I'm saying, the Queen going out like that. And even just like the movie as a whole, because we've already talked about how the fight scene or the final scene was like, I got some question marks all around that. Like everything leading up to it was, great and like, but like that was the one part that could have taken it and given it a high rating. And then of course the post what the
ATO is called The Matrix. But yeah, the post-credit scene is also one of my favorite parts of the movie as well. Finally getting to see Prince T'Challa that I actually wasn't expecting to see. Like,
I'm just usually gonna do this.
Hold
on 1 second, fam. We gonna make it. Check.
I hear you. Are you clear?
I'm just have the. It must be the mic itself, because that's probably what was happening. Because I got a whole new cord and everything. Oh wait, is this a new cord or a different cord? Nope, this is the one that was attached to my iPhone. That's probably what this problem is. And I got the other one with me right now. All right.
So good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. But I'm gonna disconnect my headphones so you'll be on my Mac speaker. Maybe it might be the too much power from the headphones and the mic. I don't know. I don't know. I paid $200 for this damn mic. Oh man. All right. We good. If it goes out again, I'm just go with the laptop mic, and that'll have to be that.
You sound clear here. So whatever you did, it sounds good.
It sounds better. It sounds.
That sounds good. Okay. Slightly better actually. Like I hear you clear.
Maybe it's the power drawn on the headphones or something like that, or being drawn from the headphones. But luckily, my brain is fortified like the walls of Wakanda, so I can pick up naturally with the
time. So that's a Namor.
Shut up. That man swam right through the defenses, popped up like, "Hello, army." You didn't see me coming. Yeah, fam. So just the rewatchability of it is questionable, because I feel like I'm gonna just get upset all over again. You know what I mean?
Man, like it's 2/3 of a great movie. It's 2/3 of a great movie, and then that last third didn't just. I wouldn't be mad. They just snipped that off and just left it as a to be continued after they. After the bridge fight, just end the movie there, and I'm good.
Yeah, that would have been hard. That would have been hard, and I think and so when I was defending the movie for them, defending the studios for them not recasting, right? It's not that I was rooting for a lack of a recast. I wasn't. I wasn't saying that. Hear me now? Hear me?
Yes, okay. You didn't go out at all.
Yeah, fantastic. I wasn't rooting for. Yeah, no, this is gonna be great without the recast. We don't need a recast. We don't need another child. I wasn't saying that. I'm saying I kind of understand their decision. If it was a group decision, if it was a whatever it is, I'm sure. I think there's a way they can make a great movie, sans T'Challa, and have a great product. But they didn't, right? So the conditions for me favoring a recast is like that wasn't really a thing. I wasn't favoring it. I was just saying that they can possibly pull off a great movie if they do it right, and they were so close to doing it right. And then now there's this video of Cat Williams circulating where he's just like, white people get to keep their heroes. How we get a black hero and he died? Superman ain't died. You know what I'm saying? The actor died. Christopher Reeves died.
Right. What, you want to do a seance and bring him back? Like, what you expect?
Don't tell me T'Challa. Yeah, so it was like, I think there were ways that they could have did right by this movie, and they just didn't come full through for me. And then again, like so much happening outside the movie, like the promotion is on point, all these toys coming out, all these collaborations that they were doing. I'm like, yo, first of all, I'm just like, well, damn, how does the Wakanda Alliance, the Galactic Tribe, not have a piece of those collaborations? But it's all right. We're gonna work on that. We clearly wasn't ready for that. Bast said that we weren't ready for it, so we weren't ready for it.
So serious question.
Yeah, shoot.
Comparing the two soundtracks, bro. How do you?
That was another thing I was about to bring up, fam. Them soundtracks. There's things I like about both, but that nothing beats All the Stars. Nothing beats All the Stars. Pray for Me. Those two tracks alone really have beat out anything on the second album. And I really like the second album. I played it through a couple of times. Saved a few tracks from the playlist. That J-Lay joint is fire. Con La Misa it's a Spanish song. And that's the thing too with this one. There's more tracks that were in a foreign language completely. And that wasn't really that present in the first one. So I think even if the first one had a bit more African musicians on there where it was all in different languages, that still could have been hard. But it kind of had a little bit of a mix, whereas this one somebody does almost the whole song in Spanish, which was a great take on it. It was a great album, but again, just those two songs alone, and I think they were trying to fit the tone of the movie too. And so when you're trying to fit the tone, there's going to be a bit more sadder parts and everything. And I think there just wasn't enough success, even on the radio. I'm not hearing the songs from that album, and I think that's a real big difference.
Thanks. I mean, don't forget what was the song with Future on there? That was a radio banger, right?
Yeah, that was hard. That was cold, fam. J-Rock, Kendrick, yeah. And at first I hated that part. Now I'm in the car.
It's a moment, man. It's a moment in time,
Yeah, man. So, there's just so much around it. I mean, I still got my Black Panther kicks in the corner right here. You know what I'm saying? A lot more shirts and everything like that. Fam. So, hopefully, I mean, with the DVD, hopefully we get like a lot of bonus content. I'm definitely gonna buy the DVD this time around because me being selfish, I thought that somebody was gonna gift it to me. I thought I would love this DVD, but now I'm thinking they're probably thinking he probably already has the bonus cut edition. He pays $65 for the DVD plus Blu-ray blue set with 15 hours of bonus content. You know what I mean? So
wait, they got that? I'll get it if they do.
Yeah. There might be a
like 15 hours, bro. Like, I'm making content with that. Like,
you know what I mean? Man, listen, I should go back and see what I can find. But yeah, I would definitely get the bonus content package for this one. And somebody on TikTok was mentioning, like, yo, if there is a Coogler cut of there's a Coogler cut of Wakanda Forever. Yo, listen, I'm all ears, I'm all eyes. What's up? And then, but that's one of the few movies where I'm like, some movies kind of just need like a few more minutes of storytelling to make the difference in the plot. This one is like, Nah, just completely change that one part and it'll be fine. Completely change that other part and everything is just fine. Yeah.
Like, with as much as they were trying to put into that movie, I wouldn't have been okay if they did just go ahead and split it up into two. Like, just have Black Panther 2 Part 1 come out, at the beginning of the year, Part 2 come out beginning of the next year. Keep the hype train going. But
right. They would have hinted that the child was coming back and they did a to be continued. Fam, we would have lost our freaking minds. We would have been like, what? Bring it on. We ready for it. But now we're like, F this movie, F Disney, F this, F that. It's like they're trying. Someone else said like they're trying so hard to be woke and appease to everybody that they're missing the main core cast. I mean, the main core of the fanhood. And I think with something as special as Black Panther, you just can't do that. You got to listen to what people are asking for. So even with the post-credit scene I can't even say spoiler alert anymore because if you ain't seen it by now, you just you know what I mean? Baby Toussaint, young Toussaint, even with that, I'm like, it's okay, but I still kind of want T'Challa back. Yeah, man. But I mean, but the good things about this film, hey, Angela Bassett, Golden Globe. Angela Bassett got a Golden Globe award. What was the category? Was it supporting?
Best supporting actress, yep.
Best supporting actress. All praise due for that. Like that's due to what she did. I think she really shook even the previews, right? She had people shaking in the previews alone. And not just any actress or actor can do that. And there were a lot of great movies up for contest this year. Everything All Around All at Once.
Great movie.
I still ain't see it, but I heard it was really good. I'm slacking, I know, but I'm still gonna check it out. Brendan Fraser had like a role where he was in like a I don't know, he was bigger. He was bigger bodied, and it looked like he was gonna do a great job with that role.
No, that's really what he looked like. That wasn't for a role.
That wasn't a fast food. That wasn't a.
Put it this way, he did have a role, but he didn't put the weight on.
Oh man, he had too many roles. That's what I'm saying, Lelouch.
That's what I'm saying.
That's wild. Yeah, I have not seen Brendan Fraser in something since like The Mummy, but
that's Big Bren now. Let me stop.
Oh man, you cold, brother. But yeah, I think there's some other awards that the movie won as well. I want to say it might have been a fight scene. And there's just like a lot of great things. We got Riri out of it too, which is great. I love her and Shuri's chemistry. I think Dominique Thorne did a fantastic job. I think all the characters were played really well. Including Tenoch Huerta was great. Really, like all the characters were played very well. I had no complaints about the character act.
So well that you probably shouldn't have killed off one of them. But that's neither here nor there, I guess.
No, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here, y'all. Yeah, man, insane. But and also just to talk about Black girl geniuses, with Shuri and Riri being a thing now. Also dropping in February is going to be Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. So Moon Girl, if you don't know about her, she is a young genius. Her name is Lunella Lafayette. Has a fun name with a lot of L's, but she don't take no L's. She's a super genius. I want to say she's also an Inhuman. I gotta kind of go back and look up her background, but super genius. She uses like a lot of different gadgets to solve her issues and whatnot. I think she's rumored to be, if not rumored, then she's definitely smarter than most of the Marvel universe, and that's because of how smart she is at the age she's at. She's only like 12, and she's building things that are way beyond whatever Reed Richards or Bruce Banner was doing at their age. So, and of course, she's working with what she's got. The same way people say that Iron Man is only smarter than Shuri because Shuri was kind of raised around a source that he wasn't familiar with or whatnot, or what I'm saying, she got to be around an area that he wasn't familiar with, and but he's still able to, he would have been able to do more with it at her age if that was him. You know what I'm saying? So
and just the fact that she was able to study his tech at her younger age that he made in his elderhood.
Right. So naturally, people who come behind us are just a little bit more adept at certain things than us, which is the way it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to fear that or stifle them because of that. But yeah, so Moon Girl, and then she's got this giant pet dinosaur who's bright red, and she understands them, and they just kind of having adventures together. So I believe she came out, I want to say 20, I can't even put a date on it, but yeah, Black Girl Genius, she's gonna get her own show on Disney and then Disney Plus. And have you seen the trailer yet?
I have not.
All right, bring that thing up real quick, because I posted it on our social media. And I think that the main actor for that is Diamond White, who was on, I think she was on a singing contest. Beautiful vocalist. And then Lawrence Fishburne is co-producing it. So that's super fire. Or no, I think he's the executive producer and also a voice on the show. Alfred Woodard plays the grandma, Mimi or Mama. That's going to be dope. It's just a fantastic cast. And plus, oh man, this one right here, Raphael Sadiq is the executive music producer for this show. So Raphael Sadiq, Mint Condition, It's Our Anniversary, or Pretty Brown Eyes. You know what I'm saying? Man, Raphael Sadiq is a monster.
Yeah, Raphael Sadiq has always been one of my favorite, artists in general. Just because Tony Tone, they have some bops.
Yo, man,
so he's behind that. I'm in support.
Yeah,
let me get the video up there for us. I'll leave it muted just because they don't want to get hit with a copyright, but we can still talk over it while it's playing.
We should be good. Wait, you'll get hit with a copyright for the song?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's crazy. Would it be from StreamYard? Like StreamYard's gonna stop your stream?
No, if we posted this, like if you have the video music playing when you post it to YouTube, they'll hit your video.
I mean, there's ways around that because we're doing an analysis of it. So I would say unmuted because it kind of helps with the tone of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't scared of no law. F12. Wait, I'm sorry. Can you start from the beginning? Because I want you to see the beginning part because that dialogue is really, my bad. It's essential.
Yeah, I'll run the rank. I'm responsible. I won't let you down. Who are you talking to? Get that guy. If I rush him, I'll just get gravitated too. Oh, I rush this whole thing. Just like I rush everything.
Remember your most important ingredient.
Is that Angela Bassett?
No, that's Alfred Woodard.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She
was in Luke Cage and a million other things.
Right. How to Get Away with Murder.
Like I'm respecting the Beano,
right?
Like Socrates.
Crazy line.
This is
for a kid show.
Yeah, I'm winning. Why?
I'm winning. Yeah, I'm winning. Rich kid. Take me as a
Don't be mad because I'm doing me better than you doing you.
Don't be mad because I'm doing me better than you doing you. Yeah,
this is fire.
The art style's fire. She had a whole sequence, the moves and everything. It's real dynamic. Really gonna.
Fiskers don't make noise when they start up.
Priceless.
Yo.
Priceless.
Guys.
Yeah, so this is gonna be super fun.
Yeah.
Look at this. The little genius finally deduced the truth. You can't escape gravity.
Why?
Right? I was expecting that too.
I deduce you're out of juice. Solid clapback. How you like it? I don't know. It just came to me. I'm so proud.
Wow. Oh, so soon. Yeah,
I
yeah,
missed the
yeah.
beginning. Can
This
you
is
go
a
again?
this is a must for me. This is a must.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really, really fun show to watch. I'm already knowing. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
So you say it's coming. It's going to Disney Channel first, and then going to Disney Plus.
correct. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a few episodes on Disney Channel, and then build some hype up, and then drop on Disney Plus. I think February 10th it premieres on Disney Channel, and then it'll go to Disney Plus afterwards.
We can do a review of it on the pod if you're open to it. Because I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we work with kids so much, you know what I'm saying? And, they get another black genius to work with, you know what I'm saying? A superhero that just hasn't been in the spotlight. And I was waiting for like that. I was like, they have to do a cartoon of this. If there's any young Marvel superhero they should do, like they've done Squirrel Girl, they did who was it? America Chavez, you know what I'm saying? So they did like that. That was like for the preteens, for the tweens, you know what I'm saying? They did something for that, but this has a little bit more comedy to it. So, and it's a perfect premise. It's a little girl and a giant dinosaur. Like that's cartoon material right there. So
it's just not fair. Like you put a Beano track in anything, so like I have to now support it.
I
Like,
mean, yo, come on, they hitting on all the right notes right now, fam. Also like the cameos that could have too. You know what I'm saying? Would love to see Storm pop up, T'Challa pop up. I'm pretty sure that Kamala Khan's gonna pop up.
like
Miss Marvel.
Riri has to pop up. Like
Yeah, oh yeah,
that feels like
yeah.
a necessity.
Come on, Riri and Shuri both have to pop up. Like they passing the torch on.
And the episode has to be called Black Girl Magic because they have to be fighting the magician with technology.
Yeah.
That just sounds like
That's fire. That's so good. Oh man, yeah, I'm really just fingers crossed for all of that. And in the beginning too, it's great that she has a great dialogue with her grandmother. I haven't really seen that in the comics too much, but yeah, I think that's gonna be essential too. Having grandma, hey, yo, believe in yourself, young miss. You can do this. So yeah, some great things to talk about there for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Now question.
Yeah.
Seeing as we got this, we have things come out recently like Lovecraft Country.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Afrofuturism is slowly creeping its way into mainstream? Like, do you think that is a thing that is happening slowly, or do you think that's just kind of like a coincidence that we've seen all this black tech related content? Like,
yeah. Question. I would say it's not even creeping. I'd say it's gotten the momentum that it deserves, because there's been so many, and it's because people have been putting in the work, right? People have been putting in the work for decades for this idea of Afrofuturism, even before we had the term Afrofuturism. You know what I'm saying? They're since I forgot the actress's name, escapes me right now, but since the black woman was on Star Trek, young black women and men have themselves to be in the stars. Same thing with Lando Calrissian. You know what I'm saying? There was got to be a young black boy there who said, all right, if I don't be Lando, I can at least be a Jedi, or at least I can't be the Jedi, I could be Lando. You know what I'm saying? I could be a gun slinging cowboy playboy in space. You know what I mean? And they just simply didn't get it. It had to take, all this time to get things going because of the types of systems we're under, especially when it comes to entertainment and all the things they do to counter our ideas of a future of us being black and brilliant, not just on one planet, but any planet we want to. You know what I'm saying? How can a system that's designed to keep us in our homes, in a small community, afraid of the world, how can they possibly try to let us into the stars? You know what I mean? How could they have us have an imagination where we're not on just one planet, where we're not just in one city, in one community, but we're reaching out light years? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's about time, because it's past due. It's past due, but it's right on time. Especially with the movement of social media and all these different things, again, that kind of keep plaguing our minds, from Black Death on TV to the same type of destructive music being pushed on various platforms to even what's happening on TikTok. So there was a TikToker, young kid. He had to be maybe 12, 13, named the Marvel Kid. And he was just putting out really just fun content. Like he loves reading comics. He doesn't just Google search things. Like he reads the comics and he makes an opinion on them. And so he had great people to communicate with, all the other great Black TikTok or just TikTokers in general who do comic stuff, including King Lion. And who's like people. Some people call him the Black Panther General because he goes so hard for T'Challa, and he will back up whatever it is, whether it's Batman, Black Panther, like any character that he's on, he will come with the facts. Okay, he's one of them. All right, and he was vibing with this kid, and then I guess the kid had an opinion on something, and it sparked a hater to start reporting the kid's page, right? And so this hater or these amount of F-boy haters started to report the kid for having dangerous content or whatnot, and just instantly getting his account shadow banned. And so King Lion caught wind of it, and he was like, all right, we're gonna make another account. I'm gonna give this kid his own shield to block these haters. Like he made a shield with the kid's favorite character is Captain America, and he gave him a shield and everything, and got him a new account, thousands of followers. Right? They got his account banned again. All right, the process happened again. King Lion spoke up about it. Other YouTubers starting to get on it. Kid got the followers in the thousands again. Got the account banned again. All right, so now he's on like 4 accounts. And now everybody's starting to tag other Instagram, the people who I'm sorry, Instagram, people who do the TikTok, who are, curators and people who are top notch in the TikTok support community, tagging these people that, hey, help this person out, help this person stop getting their account banned, right? Because the kid's not posting anything that's not out, like you and I both know we've seen wild stuff on TikTok, language. Nudity, partial nudity, you know what I'm saying? Discussions about whatever furries, all types of things, right? But this kid who's putting out innocent content keeps getting his account snatched away from him after having thousands of followers, right? And there's nothing in the algorithm that can protect them against that, right? There's nothing in the algorithm that can protect them against that because it's a robot or whatever the heck it is. There's nobody personally reviewing the account saying, yo, this is not, you know what I'm saying? So basically Marvel Kid said, yo, I'm gonna leave TikTok. It's too much. I appreciate all the support. I'm going to YouTube. So King Lion, understanding the kid's sentiment, said, all right, cool. I forgot how many followers King Lion has. I want to say it's either 500,000 or almost at 1 million. And the kid has 25,000 subscribers in like less than a week. You know what I'm saying? So protecting our kids. They're protecting our kids from people like this who do these disgusting things, bullying, which is a crime. You can go to jail, serve time for bullying. And then when you go to jail, you'll meet the real bullies. Okay, bullies who got bodies. Okay, bullies who got bodies. Okay, you ain't got no bodies. You bullied a 12-year-old kid off of a social media platform. You ain't got no bodies, kid.
Yeah, if you are a horrible enough person to convicted for bullying somebody, I hope you meet some of the people from my favorite episode of the Boondocks, The Night with the Boo Boo. I liked you and I want you.
This is gonna be a peanut butter and ant hole sandwich.
It's gonna call it lunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, no, but like seriously, like it's a legitimately hard thing to build a social media following on no matter what platform you're going to. So the fact that you have taken that away from that kid, that's a problem. Like I hope their karma comes their way.
Yeah, for sure. There's got to be a trail of breadcrumbs. Like, come on, like it's data. Like, stop acting like it's not data. Y'all been able to find whoever saying whatever. Like, do the same thing, reverse track whatever you need to do, and find something. And if not, this kid is probably gonna make his own social media platform. Like, I can definitely see this kid making a platform for geeks like him, just for young people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having an age maximum minimum, you got to be like, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of to get around all that BS. This kid's gonna be able to do great things. He has a wave of support behind him, from all people of all walks of life from all over the world. And that's what we're talking about when we're talking about Afrofuture. Is setting our kids up to see the future, especially when there's so much technology being involved, and we're entering this realm, or we're already in this realm of algorithms and AI and robots telling us what's going on, and robots being able to start doing what we're doing more so than they have before. It's so important to make sure that kids are ahead of the curve, and that they're aware of the problems that we have, therefore they can fix them, which is kind of ugly, because sometimes it has to show up at your doorstep, kick down your door, and violate your space before you can realize, oh, this thing needs to be disassembled, destroyed, whatever it needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? So it's the harsh reality, but the support that if the kids have the support they need, they're going to solve the problems. They're going to be able to solve the problems. Another thing I always say is that if young people see that the world around them reflects their identity, then they are pretty much unstoppable, right? The same way that the white children of this country have been able to grow up seeing their heroes, big air quotes on that one, in statues, in museums, on dollar bills. Nobody's seeing George Washington locked up, chained up, getting whipped on the back. Okay, no one's seeing anybody like that. Like, rarely has a white person ever seen a black person holding a baby white person over a pit of alligators? No. That's a visual they have no connection to whatsoever. They can't even fathom it. Like, oh my God, it probably freaked them out just the thought of it.
They did see Jackson hold blanket over that banister years back. I mean,
Lelouch in the damn feed. Cut it out, man. Cut it out.
I mean, that was a white baby. I'm just saying that was a white baby.
Okay. Oh man, thanks for lightening the mood as I talk about very grievous subjects. But you know what I'm saying? So that's where we come in with the Afrofuturism, is being able to, being coming from a people who have been through so much, still being able to say, there's black people in the future. We're going to be in charge of tech. We're going to be in charge of getting the first people into space. We're going to be on different planets, or F that. We're going to save the planet that we're on. We're the ones that are going to save the planet we're on. And that's because we have to tell the rest of the world, this is what's up. Y'all been living in this weird reality for the last couple hundred years. Cut it out. Okay. Cut it out. This is what it is. And we ain't saying we're trying to take this thing over. We just want what's due for us, which is, that's our humanity. Humanity is due. So if that answers your question, sir, then that's all I have. Man, I get fired up, man. And John would love this conversation. We're gonna have so much more conversation for y'all going forward. This is all kind of put together because we're dealing with a bunch of different things. We're trying to help our community out. Even as we're taking a break from regular programming, we're still trying to figure out that programming on top of other things that are happening. So, yeah, fam. Yeah.
Bottom line, the Galactic Shop has a lot coming. This year is going to be a great year for not just us, but we're going to make it for a good year for the city of Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to do more work with this going forward. And I do have one slightly random question.
Go for it.
That does pertain to more content that we can talk about later on.
Okay. Is
Kane an Afrofuturist?
This is the question that should be like when we go to VillaCon and we have a crowd full of college students. That should definitely be. Wait, well, I think A-Man's gonna be out by then.
It comes out February 24th. I want to say.
Oh, it is in February. Okay, word. What comes out in March?
Creed 3.
Really? Creed? I thought it was something.
I think it's actually that weekend of VillaCon.
Word. Okay, because I thought something else came out that weekend of VillaCon. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll look it up later. But okay, well, that's the case. And yeah, Kang. So, like, when it comes to Afrofuturism, I've been wondering this for myself. It's like, just because a person is black and kind of in a sci-fi thing, does that absolutely make them an Afrofuturist? And it doesn't depend on like where that character stands as far as their perspective. Like, are they imagining something particularly for Black people, or is it just like their existence itself is that Afrofuturist because we get to see a Black person who's using this technology? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and does the person do stuff that, you know what? If I was him, I would do that too. If I was a Black person, if a Black person had a time to use a machine, would he do that specifically? So yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, but I think that there's still stories to tell with that, because a Black kid's gonna see that and be like, if I had that machine, I could do that, instead of looking at a person who doesn't look like them and saying that only people who look like that can do that type of thing, right? There's a bunch of time traveling shows, movies that feature non-Black people. And whether it is The Time Machine, there's a movie called The Time Machine. Who's another? Back to the Future, right? We had the whole Black to the Future, but that all came from Back to the Future, right? What's the Doctor Who? Does he time travel? Does he travel dimensions?
Both.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so yes, I think that there is Afrofuturism in Kang himself, in Kang as a character being played by the great Jonathan Majors. So yeah,
well, I am rooting for in that movie.
I mean, yeah, depends on how Ant-Man, Kang, or Kang Quantum Futurist, Quantum Mania. Kang Quantum Mania. That's what we're calling it. Kang Mania.
Kang Mania. There you go. Kang Mania.
Kang Mania, man. Listen, and then he's supposed to get. He's gonna be on in the next Avengers title is the Kang Dynasty. So you know what I'm saying. We all get.
We know he don't lose this movie.
Clearly, right? He ain't going far. Like whatever Ant-Man thinks he's about to do, this is not about to go too far, man. We all about to get our cookies on.
Drops. Like I am fully rooting for Kang in this movie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Scott Lang doesn't get out of it. Like I'm also rooting for John Majors in Creed 3. So I mean, I guess I'm standing John Majors right now. I don't know.
I don't even know how Ant-Man like fights. Does he just like throw haymakers and just like he's not a scrapper? Like he's
a martial artist. He's technically like within the MCU they got him doing like acrobatic stuff. So I mean he can fight, I guess.
I'm talking about.
But I'm hoping Kang gets to fight back. Like
I'm saying, I ain't seen Paul Rudd do nothing crazy. You know what I mean? And if you've seen John Major's physique, you can already tell. Listen, you better take a blue whale, minimize and throw it, and then maximize it before you do something to him, because you ain't about to win a hand-to-hand. If you want to shoot a fair one with John Majors, okay. All right, Kang Majors, okay. All right.
Yeah, Major King. That's who he is.
Major King. Yeah, that's it. Right there, Major King. Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm about to like Photoshop Kang's face on
Major King.
I'm doing it. I'm about to do it. Don't y'all steal this? I'm gonna do it before this episode is out. I'm doing it. Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I think the next round of creative works from in general are gonna be dope. Like I said, again, there's some. I think Disney has 2 other Afrofuturist tales that are coming up with that aren't connected to Marvel. Forgot what they're called, but they have some stuff coming out. A lot of independent creators also have some dope stuff coming out. I would love to start curating a list more. You can definitely check out Sister Sci-Fi on Instagram. I think they have a TikTok as well. They have a great list collection of Afrofuturist art and books from just all different types of different people from past, present, and future. And yeah, just stay tuned, fam. There's so much good stuff going on. So much going on. And it's also not just Afrofuturism either. There's African futurism, which is a whole different thing. I think there might be echoes of a Latino futurism, and I don't know if that's the exact term for it, but I can definitely see that being a thing. And I guess I imagine there's going to be maybe a debate on if Latino futurism is kind of biting the style of Afrofuturism. but I don't think that's the case because I think everybody deserves to see themselves in the future, especially if they come from demographics that have been forced to feel otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there could be and I'm careful when I say this, and I mean no disrespect, but I don't think there can really be an Asian futurism because of what anime has done and what just kind of foreign films from that side of the world and what they've been able to do, and even here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not Asian futurism. It's just Code Geass.
Shut up.
No, okay, I'm sorry. It's Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing.
Oh, Gundam Wing's on Hulu, by the way. I'm about to binge that. I've been watching Iron Blooded Orphans recently, and
godly. That is my favorite anime behind Code Geass.
Oh, really? Oh, word. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I couldn't stick to it because
you gotta get to the second season. It's the important.
Well, the reason why is because when it was on Toonami, I was only watching it, on Toonami, so I never really got to understand what was going on. Because Gundam, it's dramatic. There's factions, there's names, there's all these other things going on. You're like watching a war play out on screen. And even going back to Gundam Wing, being an adult, I'm like, damn, this is dark. Like, they're using kids to fight this war. Like, this is dark. Key people is dying. This chick saw her dad get sliced in half on a dang plane and all that. So,
yeah, Gundam. If they didn't plan on having toys, they wouldn't have tried to package that as a kid show because it's not. Like, there's so much death in that series. It was like, oh man. Wait, did you just kill off half the main characters?
Right, dying inside the machine. They gotta censor it. They gotta censor the blood and all that. Oh man, it's like Gundam deaths are so crazy too, because you're in the machine, you're in this giant metal thing that you would think is supposed to protect you, like Power Rangers, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't really get jacked up that much. They got the super suit and they got the Zord protecting them. But Gundam, listen, if that blade goes through the Gundam, through the cockpit, it's a wrap. And even if it doesn't, if the joint blows up.
That's how it always goes. All you just hear is the person screaming. It was like, why is he screaming? And then boom.
Oh man, I just downloaded Gundam Evolution 2 on Xbox. So I've been playing that whenever I. Yeah, it's fun. I've been enjoying it. But yeah, man, that show. But even that, I haven't seen a black person in a Gundam, even like animated. I don't think I've even seen like a fan animation or a fan drawing of a black person in a Gundam. You know what I mean? Or a brown-skinned person in a Gundam. I don't think I've seen a brown-skinned person in a Gundam, fam. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen that many full Gundam series, but in all the images I've seen, they've been working on the Gundam. I done seen them with the wrench all oily, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And put the work.
I have seen them be mechanics in Gundam, but I have not. Even in Iron Blooded Orphans, the black dude is not a pot. Wow, you just blew my mind right there, bro.
So, listen, fam, and it's like, yo, don't get it twisted. Like, people in anime or people who are anime fans think that, they put a character in here. All of Japan must be great. Nah, they can be.
But like Yasuke and Cannon Busters exist currently.
Bro, we don't even have to go there on this podcast. We don't oh man, it's gonna shift gears, bro, real quick. Good lord. But yeah, so let's get back to this whole idea of the black futurism thing. But so that's his point, right? There, I will bring up that the Cyborg 009, there was the one dude who had the big lips and the short fade, and then they kind of re-released him, and now he doesn't have the whole big lip thing going on. So there's that. But again, Giant Gundam's one of the best properties. It would have been a great move. They would have had like one black Gundam pilot, but that's just something we haven't seen yet. And really just black mechas in general. You know what I mean? So there's just so much more to explore. And again, with these independent creators, I'm sure there's definitely the ones out there who can create one that doesn't feel like Gundam. It feels like its own mecha, but it's listen, if Afro mecha is a thing, I'm about to Google that term as soon as we're done with this podcast. If Afro mecha is a thing, if we are in the process of inspiring somebody to make a Afro mecha, just
make sure like you don't separate the factions into red and blue. Because we don't need to do that. Like just pick other colors besides red and blue.
Yeah, please. Like, and that's the thing. Like, if y'all gonna do something, make sure you have a board of Black people to say, you know what, I don't think that's gonna work. You know, because I'm saying if LaShawn Thomas had that, you know, I think that those things would have gone a lot better. If he just had a council of Black people to be like, yo, listen, you know, maybe he should switch that up a little bit. Like, just take all this out and just leave this, and that's all we need. Oh man.
And don't try to cram in a Trigon quote. Just don't. Or a Trigon quote.
Trigon got a new series too.
Yeah.
On who? Why you saying like that?
Because it didn't need one.
The Trigon was
before. It doesn't need to.
Oh, you thought it was trash? You thought Trigon was trash? Really?
Bad. Yeah. Like conceptually, it was pretty solid, but the execution, especially in the later episodes, like
yeah.
Once you get past like what happened to Wolfwood and stuff, like it just takes a super nosedive after that. So
yeah, I can't recall a villain from Trigon. Like I think it's really just like the nostalgia of it and everything coming on real late. You know, this man with this bright suit on, he's funny to watch because he's so animated, but he's also got this giant gun for an arm. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can understand. I can understand that. I did go back and watch Outlaw Star though. Outlaw Star I thoroughly enjoyed rewatching. That's one of my joints. I'm rewatching Tenchi right now too. So
Tenchi Muyo,
Tenchi Muyo, man, Ryoko, and all the other
of that era of space anime. What is the best one to me? I mean, technically, Bebop. Bebop is still the best one
for sure.
But I also think that's overrated too. But we'll say that for another episode.
Oh man, did you think that what's name was black? Did you think that Jet was black?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I'm sure you've had this conversation on
we interviewed the voice actor that played Jet on the pod a long time ago.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Really good dude. Really,
is he
really,
black?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I thought it's the vocals. You know what I'm saying? We hear it. And then if it had been a sub, I don't think you would have made the connection as much. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's awesome. That's definitely awesome. Beautiful. Wow. All right. I was about to look up something. Anyway, yeah, fam. Again, going forward, we'll be trying to connect to a lot more Afrofuturist creators, whether you're creating Afrofuturist music, Afrofuturist comics, Afrofuturist shows, figures, whatever have you. We will be, connected with y'all in the future because we really want the young people to be able to see that there are people, who fit this wave. And even if you don't fit that science, space, geek, aesthetic, but you still want the best for your black people, then you're welcome on this platform too. It starts with a conversation, and if we kind of feel that you fit fit our conversation, then absolutely. Or even if you don't, or if you wanna criticize Afrofuturism a little bit, which I don't think that really exists. I mean, anytime I bring up Afrofuturism, it's not like I get hit with that sounds dumb. Black people, the heck y'all on. You know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of great things coming up.
Right.
Yep. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all. This has been a really great entry into our catalog, episode 7, I believe. So thank you all for listening. Again, follow us on the Galactic Tribe. Go to our website, thegalactictribe.org. Instagram, Wakanda Alliance, TikTok, Wakanda Alliance, Facebook, Wakanda Alliance Program. And yeah, see what we got in store. Actually, see what we got at the store. All right. We got some new apparel. We got a variety of shirts, and we're going to kind of be branching into some new products going forward, but definitely copy one of them shirts. The newest designs were designed by Echelon Novels. Does he have another? I'm sorry, is another company that he has?
Echelon G Novels.
Okay, cool. Our main logo, the one with the sunglasses, that was made by Mech. He's an artist. Follow him on Instagram. Really dope kid. He was 17 at the time when he created it, and we've been rocking with it since then. So yeah, support somebody. If you love Afrofuturism and you love being here, let us know. We have surveys on the Spotify, you know what I'm saying, or you can go to our website and drop a review, drop a comment, you know what I'm saying, whatever love you want to show, please put that in there. That way we know we're doing a great job and we can continue to do a better job. And even if you don't like the show, if you hated the show, yeah, come go on my DMs, go in the Wakanda Alliance DMs, or go to the Ace the Outsider DMs, because that's where I don't care if you screenshot me in the Ace the Outsider DMs. You can do whatever you want with that one. When I'm doing Galactic Tribe, I'm in business mode. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you I hit you with the nice reply, like, I appreciate your comment. I understand your frustration. Let's talk about this. You go to my Ace the Outsider, I'm gonna talk the most mess to you. I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna show more people, and then you're gonna have people on your head doing all types of stuff, and then you're gonna get bullied off of that platform, but it won't be me. Man, listen.
If one more bully try to stop me, it's gonna be some dread-headed in your lobby.
Lobby. Word, man. So Lelouch, thanks again for joining me for another fantastic episode. Do you have any words on the way out?
Just be looking ahead to everything that we got coming. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on that Galactic Tribe YouTube, because there's more content coming to you.
More content coming to you. Oh man, I forgot to talk about the T'Challa and Shuri thing. All right, last thing before I go, but just real quick before I go. So so I found the original, one of the previous scripts for Black Panther. Like, somebody in Reddit posted the entire Black Panther Wakanda Forever script, and I didn't get to go through it entirely, but there were a couple of changes that weren't like super significant. There was one part where Okoye, instead of Shuri going to Haiti alone, Okoye came with her. And Okoye at this point, she's not in the Dora Milaje. She has been, but she was a Midnight Angel and everything. So she's kind of trying to figure out where she's gonna go. And Shuri asked her, "Yo, what are you gonna do?" And she kind of says, "I'm just gonna walk my own path." And she walks to the sunset. So there was one of those moments. And even before that, there was a version of the script where T'Challa and Shuri. This is before King Chadwick passed away. Or where T'Challa and Shuri are Black Panthers at the same time. And a lot of people said that Shuri doesn't belong as a Black Panther even so soon. Even if there was a T'Challa, some people still were like against her being Black Panther so early in the cinema. And I'm like, yo, Wakanda is best when a king and a queen rule together. If there's a man and a woman doing dope things in Wakanda, that's what Wakanda should be. It shouldn't be all masculine. It shouldn't be all feminine. It should be a balance of the two forces, because that is how society thrives. That is how societies have thrived, quote unquote, for centuries. But having that balance is where we all need to be at. And I'm not saying that you can't be a particular gender, or you can't do something with your gender preference or sexual preference, whatever it is. All I'm saying is that there should be a presence of both energies to make it work the best. And I think that's what Wakanda, with both of those things in mind, does amazing things. And that's the comics too, because the comics I ain't gonna start in the comics right now. But whether it is the comics or the movies, there needs to be a presence of both. So I'm gonna end my rant on that right there. But yeah, I just figured that was interesting, and maybe we can come revisit that in the future, like what people thought about that, and do some Wakandaverse stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely got to look more into this, because I didn't know that there was ever even a second when there was more than one Black Panther going at a time. So knowing that there's not only a script for it, but there's also actual comic behind it. I mean, I'm definitely curious to learn out more about it.
Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about it, but not right now, because we're done with the show. So till next time, everybody, keep it future forward. This has been the Ace the Outsider with my brother Lelouch V, and the whole Galactic Tribe sends you well wishes as you enter this new year of 2023. It's Black Future 365, baby. We'll talk to y'all soon. Keep it forward. Peace.
Long live Queen Ramonda.